All right, Mark, now we move to Region 2. Hamilton takes on Frankston, Tioga and Cairns, Axtell and Coleman, and Mildred and De Leon.
Well, I like Hamilton's chances to advance here against Frankston. I mean, the Bulldogs have just been so good all year long. I think they go to 12-0. I like Tioga at a 6-2-1 against Cairns. Coleman, what a great story right now. 0-7 to 4-7 with their backup quarterback. But I think this is where it ends for the Blue Cats. I like Axtell here. And De Leon, we know that they're capable of a big offensive night, but I like Mildred here in this spot. So give me Hamilton, Tioga, Axtell, Mildred to make the regional semis.
And then let's look at Region 4. Mason, the Punchers, we cover them all year. They're taking on Weimar, who's sitting there at 7-4. You got to feel like the Punchers have a great chance here.
I do. I think that they've got a great chance to advance. The Marlin-Schulenburg winner gets Mason. That, to me, is a toss-up game. And then on the bottom half of that, you've got two top 5 teams in Ganado and Refugio that probably will meet up next week in a regional semi. And I think Mason will get the winner of that game in the regional final out of Region 4. But, yes, I do like Mason's chances to continue on into December.
2A Division 2, and we start right at the top with the Groover Greyhounds taking on Ira and you got Hale Center taking on Tahoka. You've got Ropes and Farwell, and then you've got Wink taking on Stratford, and I'm excited about that Wink Stratford game.
No question. Friday night at Lowry Field in Lubbock. What a matchup that one will be, because Stratford, the power that they have. Wink, they've just been so consistent all year long. They're probably the Permian's best chance of making a deep run in the postseason now that we get into the area round. But I tell you what, the Elks, they're just something about them. Give me Stratford in that one. I think they play Ropes in the next round. Ropes basically gets a home game here. They've just got to go down Highway 41 about 20 minutes to sundown, whereas Farwell's got to drive 90-plus miles to get there.
Do you know how they decided the location of that game? Total points of the Georgia game Saturday night. If it was evens, it went one way. If it was odds, it went the other way.
Oh, wow. So, man, Ropes
game.
Yeah, Friday night, 7 o'clock in sundown. Okay, thank you, Georgia and Tennessee, for determining that. But, a game where I think there's going to be a ton of points. The most points, I think, in Region 1 will be the Hale Center-Tahoka game. To me, it could take 40 to win this game as they're playing the front end of the doubleheader on Friday at Cooper Liberty at 4 o'clock. I tell you what, even though Hale Center's had a great year, they got Brad Davis as their offensive coordinator. We know what a great coach he is under Coach Mark Puente. Something, though, tells me I'm going to go Tahoka here in a high-scoring game. And then Groover, obviously, is still the class of 2A2 in Region 1. I think they get by Iran there as they play in Levelland.
All right, let's look at Region 2. You've got Wellington and Collinsville, Windthorst and Lindsay, Albany taking on Archer City, and then Wheeler.
Well, you got the top team in the state, Munster, right there facing Wheeler, and yeah, to me, to me, even though there's so much power in this region, probably to me the best game of the 4 is Wellington and Collinsville. Can the Skyrockets control Collinsville and their passing game? They've been so good this year. They play at Iowa Park on Friday night. Man, Collinsville, I mean, not that they beat Roscoe, but they beat them down 52-0 in round 1. They're a top 5 team in the state. And it would be tough to go against them. I think Wellington's had a great year, but to me, give me Collinsville. Give me Windthorst to take care of the Knights of Lindsay. Give me Albany, the 2-time defending state champions. Give me Albany over Archer City. And the Black Death of Wheeler, I think this is where their run comes to an end as Munster, the top team in the state. They beat Hamlin 70-0 last week. So give me Munster, Albany, Windthorst, and Collinsville to the next round.
Let's talk a couple more games that are outside of our area, but they're right on the edge of it. And one of them is Goldthwaite. We have to talk about those folks. Goldthwaite 7-4 in the year. They're taking on Grapeland. But the last 2 weeks, they're playing like a top 10 team. And then in Region 4, you've got Junction taking on Fall City.
Man, no question. I mean, what Goldthwaite did against Mart, winning the regular season finale 46-0, and then they took care of a district champion in Maud 55-12 last week. And now, if Goldthwaite were to win, it sets up a rematch probably against Mart. They get Overton, both teams at 9-2. I think Mart is wanting a rematch, but they can't overlook Overton there. But, man, what a story Goldthwaite has been the last 2 weeks here. I mean, it's like they've just suddenly got this burst of energy and confidence. And, man, the Eagles are going to be a load to take out. And Junction, speaking of the Eagles, the Junction Eagles in Falls City, a team that in 21 played Stratford right to the wire in the state championship game. They're playing in Hondo. Junction and all that experience back. We've talked about it a couple of times during the year. Give me Junction to advance probably against Somerville in a regional semifinal there next week. So I do like Goldthwaite, and I do like Junction in regions 3 and 4 to advance.